Hello everybody, my name is Checkerboard and welcome to the video. Or should you say my second video. Like I said in my first video, I'm gonna talk about random stuff. And that stuff I'm gonna do in this video. But first of all, I wanna say sorry for a couple of things like that I noticed in my last video. First of all, the black bars, if you don't know what I mean. When I watched my video first, I saw that the black bars really started closing in on the screen. I think that's because I'm recording this with my phone, and that's gonna stay that way. I'm sorry for that. I don't know how to fix it. It's just gonna stay this way. Because I cannot afford a new camera. And second of all, my voice is gonna stay the same with the crappy audio, and that's because, yeah, like I said, I cannot afford a new camera. I can't edit too because my computer is a piece of shit. And if you hear some noises in the background, that's just because there's a lot of things going on in the house, like a lot of cleaning work. So I'm also sorry for that. But now let's continue with the video. The thing I want to talk about in this video is Pokemon Go. Yeah, who hasn't been talking about it? Pokemon Go, one of the most played apps in the history of America, or the most played one, I guess. But I'm going to talk about the bad things about Pokemon Go, and also a couple of good things, of course. But I have Pokemon Go myself, so I play it too, but not that much because I'm almost out of Pokeballs. But yeah, like the bad things. There are a lot of bad things happening because of Pokemon Go, but there are also being crimes solved because of it. But the bad things are people getting run over or almost getting run over, people falling off a cliff. Yeah, there was actually 2 people who fell off a cliff because they weren't paying attention. People finding dead bodies. And there actually also was another couple of people who got shot. Now this one got shot and was killed. Like he was, I think, just not paying attention to his surroundings, and he got shot by gangsters. Because he was walking into their territory, if you know what I mean. So yeah, he was seen as a trespasser who didn't pay attention to his surroundings, and he got shot by the gangsters. But now, also, I've been hearing a lot of stories from myself at home, in my own country, about Pokemon Go. Like, I have 3 stories for you right here. Sorry for the moving screen, it's just because my arm is getting a little bit tired. But yeah, this is how it was. Once I was at school, and another classmate of me was talking to another classmate, and he just said like, hey, this is a really weird thing. I was 2 in the morning, or 2 a.m., and then just randomly I hear a knock on the door, I open, it's my friend Noah or something, and he just asks if he wants to come out and play Pokemon Go in the middle of the night on the street in the town. Yeah. The second story is by my cousin. He was just on his bed playing Pokemon Go, and then he was just seeing a Pokemon close to him. So in the middle of the night, he just walked outside his house just to catch that one Pokemon. And then there was my other friend from school, and he had this story. He was just playing on his PS4 in his room, and then most recently, or actually then, he hears his dogs barking really loud. And guess what? There was a kid, and he was looking outside his window, and he saw a 10-year-old kid climbing over his window. I mean his fence. Sorry for that. But just then he walks outside to the kid and he asks, "What are you doing?" And the kid responded with this: I climbed over your fence because there was a Pokemon in your backyard that I wanted to catch. So, yeah. It's actually true. The 10-year-old kid just climbed over his fence into his backyard to catch a fucking Pokemon. And this one happened to me not long ago. This is true. It was my birthday was a week later. No wait, I had a second birthday party a week after my real birthday date, and I was just there with friends from school and my cousin. And at 11:30 or something like that, we decided to scare some people, and I put on a costume. And it was quite scary in the middle of the night to wear that costume, especially for people who didn't realize it. And then this happens. I'm waiting for my next victim to come and accept, and then just This guy comes in the middle of the night, like almost in midnight, into the forest just to play Pokemon Go. He was literally not paying attention to his surroundings, just on his cell phone like, yeah, there's a Pokemon nearby, nice. And I was just there trying to scare him, but he didn't even realize I was there. So yeah, pay attention to your surroundings, kid. But yeah, like, seriously. And then the places where you go to catch Pokemon. I mean, it's really inappropriate to go to places to catch Pokemon that you shouldn't go to. Except, I mean, you can catch Pokemon at the 9/11 monument, or what it's called, yeah. You can catch Pokemon in Auschwitz and in the Holocaust Museum and everything like that. I mean, you should not be catching Pokemon at those places. Why should you even put them there? And also the Pokestops. Oh my god, the Pokestops. Yeah, they aren't that bad mostly, but do you also have Pokestops in forests? And I won't be visiting those because I will never visit a Pokestop in the middle of the night in a forest. Because forests at the day they also have a really small of a kind of a creepy vibe. But when it's becoming night, they just become a kingdom of fucking nightmares. And now I actually live right next to a forest. And that's true. I mean, I can show you right now. What I'm actually gonna do, I'm just gonna pause the video right here and gonna continue when I'm filming the forest. I don't know if you're able to see it, but if you look here, it's my backyard and you just see trees everywhere. Now, like, if you like look a little bit over there, I guess that's the small part that you see. There's a forest, a path. But yeah, you just see a freaking. I'm living next to a fucking forest. My neighbors actually have quite a big house there. If you can see a little bit of the path, you can maybe see a gate. Yeah, it's in my neighbor's house. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit back in my chair and just continue recording the video. So yeah, we're back in my chair again, and I'm now gonna continue talking about that forest. Like, there are two Pokestops in that forest. The first one is almost right next to my house. I could just walk over there without even leaving my yard, but it won't work. Sadly. I can actually draw it right now. I can actually show it to you, but it's quite hard because my cam is stuck in selfie mode. So I'm just gonna explain a little bit. Like, for example, my house is right here, and this is the end of this is the gate. Here is the beginning of the forest. You just walk this way, and here's my backyard and everything. And at this part, you have the Pokestop. And my yard only reaches till here. But I can only walk till that part because there's only forums and everything. So yeah, I would not. Then that Pokestop actually is a cross or something. Like, I'll actually make a video another day about me taking a walk in the forest with my dog and a family member of mine. Just to show you the road that I walk to play Pokemon Go very often, a little bit. Including the Pokestops that are in the forest. The second Pokestop is the hotel. That actually is I believe a 5-star hotel in the forest. Like, I cannot translate it in English, but in the Dutch language I can, of course, because that's where I'm from. The hotel is called Hotel de Onderste Molen, which it's hard to translate, but I think it's called in the English Hotel the Up Mill or something. It's really hard to translate. I think you cannot even translate that. But yeah, I don't play it that much anymore because I've also heard terrifying stories with Pokemon Go, like people almost being abducted, people being stalked. There also was this one story of a guy's parents being that they see really disturbing Pokemon that shouldn't even be in the game. Like, I've been watching a lot of those videos, like scary Pokemon stories or anything like that. But yeah, you can make me believe those stories really easily because I actually don't fuck with ghostly things and anything. But yeah. So, I don't know where to continue the video. It's kind of weird that I actually say this without even thinking about what I'm gonna say, or at least preparing the video. But yeah, I'm gonna make a walk in the forest this day or tomorrow, and I'm gonna post the video the day or tomorrow, I don't know yet. But we'll see soon, and still I'm pretty fucking terrified because of the fact that I just live next to a forest while Pokestop is near that. But yeah, I'm just gonna end the video here because I don't know where to talk about anymore. Still, I'm sorry for the bad things that happened in this video that weren't planned or anything. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video, which is probably gonna be my walk in the forest of Pokemon Go. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.